Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ryan from Mama's Got a Budget, and thank you so much for joining me. So today's video, I wanted to jump back in and do paycheck number 2 for February 2020. I did receive a request. I can't remember where it was. Was it on my last video, girl, or was it a DM? Was it in the Facebook group? I don't know. I don't know where it was, but I did receive a request to use stickers because the young lady had purchased some of my February limited edition sets, I believe, or March. Girl, I don't know. I'm tired. She had purchased a limited edition set, but she wasn't sure how to lay the stickers down and how she should use them. And I was like, you know what? That is a good idea. I should go ahead and not assume everyone has seen these types of videos before. So I'm gonna give you options. So that's what I'm doing today. Usually, well, not usually, but for the past time, you guys know I like to use my budget pack that you can get. But I'm gonna take that same exact idea and put it down with the stickers. Sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. This video should be quicker. I'm actually not going to do the cash stuffing in this video. Let me know what you guys like to see. I did ask in the Facebook group and people were like, I don't usually stick around to the end for nobody video but yours, but I will if you put it in there. Then last time I looked at that timestamp and it was like an hour and 15 minutes. I was like, okay. So maybe I'll alternate back and forth, or you guys just let me know what you like, because I don't mind, but I don't want to become too repetitive, too redundant. So that's the only thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and show you how to use my limited edition stickers. So if you guys don't know, I do have an Etsy and Shopify shop, and every month on the 1st of the month to the 5th, I get a lot of questions about this, but it ends on the 5th. Last month I extended it because I didn't get a video up and I felt like not a lot of you guys knew about it, and I was going to be using it in my upcoming video, so I knew I was going to get a lot of questions about it, but I did extend it for that one time. But going forward, they will come down on the 5th at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, and even with extending it for another 4 days, I was still getting a ton of messages like, oh, I just missed a sale, can you open it back up? And I'm just like, no, I'm sorry. Because then if I open it back up for you, then I have to relist things and people's carts may become active, or they may see the listing and then they may hurry up and check out. Then I'm left with all these, you know, orders or whatever that I didn't intend to. So they expire the 5th of each month at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I'm keeping it, I just have to keep it consistent for everybody. So let's go ahead and get started. This was my February one. So these are no longer available, but I want to show you how I would use it in my planner, in the A5 Kiki K that I have. This is an A5 size planner. Now, you saw when I took out my pages, if you just notice, like I kind of ripped them out. Like this is a ring planner, but I kind of ripped them out. That's because I cut slits in them. I just went ahead and punched holes. If you guys didn't know, you can do that. You can just, you know, cut little slits in each hole. I don't sell them like this, but they do come punched in. You can do it yourself. That's because, like I've said before, you need to be in your budget so much that you get tired of it. Like you need to just be tired of it and just be like, girl, I know. So because I'm in and out of my budget so much, I like to have the option just to rip pages out, because opening and closing the rings isn't good for your actual ring system, and it's faster. And if you guys were here last year, you know I came from the Happy Planner, and I used to love the disc mount system for that reason, because it was such easy removal. So I just switched over to A5 just to do something different, and because I just needed something like where the rings and the discs, I felt like they needed to be covered. So that was my only thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down. So I'm using the A5 size. Now with my limited edition kits, they come in sizes for A5 and Mini Happy Planner and Classic Happy Planner and Erin Condren. So I pretty much got a lot of them covered. Where's my pen? Pretty much got a lot of them covered. So Paycheck 2. And I'm not the best sticker layer downer, so this may be very crooked. And I'm very sorry. But I just want you guys to kind of have an idea. So there we go. We got paycheck 2, then we got income, the estimated and actual, and then the variance column. Now I did go ahead and fill out, I'm gonna do it real quick so there's no sneak peeks. I did go ahead and fill out my budget pack just so that this video would move along quicker also. So we're on paycheck 2. So this is the lined paper, like I said, that's also in my shop. For my income, I have 2 sources. I have my full-time income, which is my 9-to-5 job, and then other. This includes like anything I need to roll over from MGB income, any just extra money that I get, child support is in there. What else? I think that's kind of it. Any credits or rebates that I may receive back, just things like that. Just anything that's not from my 9-to-5 job, basically. So let me zoom in some more so you can see me writing it. Everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people say they like my handwriting. Thank you so much. A lot of the times I feel like it's chicken scratch, but you guys like it. I love it. So my full-time income should come in at $1558.67, and my other is estimated at $402.40. Now this did already happen, and I'm salary, so I pretty much know what my paycheck is gonna be, and like I said, this already happened as well, so that's a 0 as well. And then I just bring it on down. Oh, I don't have to bring it on down because I got my strip. I mean, I don't have to write out total. So let's put this down, and these lines are sized exactly to fit the width of my lined paper. So I was trying to make it easier for y'all because I needed it to be easier for me really and truly, but you know, it's just whatever. Also, do I have a ruler? I do. Okay, I'll draw the lines for ya. I wasn't going to because I was like, I don't have a ruler, so, but tell the truth and shame the devil, my ruler was right here, so I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. I know that I got an influx of followers on Instagram because of, I think she's like a healthy, like nutrition blogger. She reposted me because even she picked up the March limited edition budget sets. Those are still available in my shop as printables, so she picked those up. She reposted me. A lot of her followers came over and followed me, so thank you so much. If you are new, if you're just joining me, welcome. My name is Ryan. I am a single mother of 1 son, and I live at home with my mom, and I do this to help people because I do work in finance. I did go to school at SIU Carbondale for finance and accounting, so I do it in my day-to-day life. I went to school for it, and we're just having a good old time over here. I like to share my real budget to, you know, help whoever's watching. These are my real numbers. So yeah, if you guys ever have any questions, please let me know. I'm gonna go in here, actually, let me pull some washi from my little personal stash. And if y'all could tell me, future me, because I can't see, what was my video where I did that, what month was that, where I did my hot mess plan with me, the first time that I used stickers, and it was all over the place. Hopefully this is cleaner than that one was, because I remember that was a hot mess. But we have since gotten better, I hope. So let's bring it. I feel like I need space. But I'm going to be conservative and put it right up against it. But I was going to leave a line, but I won't. Okay, so now we're moving down to expenses. So our income total was $1961.07 for budgeted and actual. For expenses, with this, it's not as divided as in my budget pack. Like in my budget pack, I have debt, savings, and then the expenses, and then the summary. But this is kind of like all lumped together. So it's going to be a little bit trickier, but I'll try to keep it separate. So my first expense, let's start with the debt first, because I do offer debt trackers, but this isn't, I'm not going to be setting up like a debt repayment tracker on this one. So let's just include debt. So we have CarMax for my car, Navient, and for my student loans, and then my dentist, which is Dr. S. Right? We can write this in. My CarMax is due the 27th. Navient is due the 20th. And then my dentist is going to be due the 28th. So I'm estimating CarMax to be $278.10, Navient to be $60, and my dentist for this paycheck to be $0, because if you remember from the last video, I paid the $300 up front because my other income came in higher, was going to be higher for that first paycheck than for this one. So I don't actually owe anything for this paycheck. I just went ahead and paid it all up front. And like I said, this part, I already made that payment and that payment. And there was nothing here. Ooh. And these are all my actual bills, but they are cut in half. I'm a month ahead on my bills, so when I go in and I pay half of it, it allows me to not have too much weight on the expense side for any one expense per paycheck, if that makes sense. So instead of making, you know, a $500 car payment with one paycheck and then having $700 left, I make a $278 car payment every paycheck and then still have the rest of that left. It gets me in the habit of paying bills every single time that I get paid, so I don't get too comfortable. And also staying a month ahead and taking smaller bites. I'm all about breaking things down, taking smaller bites, because if I think, I don't even have to be, but if I think I'm getting overwhelmed, oh, then I already am overwhelmed. I start overthinking stuff. I shut down. I don't do anything. So it's better for me personally to pay in smaller chunks, to break anything down. Any big task, I need to break it down into smaller chunks. So that's what I'm doing here with this paycheck and my budget and my method. A lot of people have told me that, you know, it helped them so much, and I'm so grateful that I'm able to help. Even one person is amazing, but the fact that multiple people have told me that this way helps them, I am super grateful, because that's all I do this for. Is to help people and just share what I'm doing. Okay, so I just went ahead and wrote out all of my expenses. So we have the same ones, rent all the way down to unbudgeted and other. So you can see those there. Like I said, rent $200. Oh, you know what? While I'm talking, I might not even have room because I have to add my savings on here too. It's gonna be like right at the end. Okay, so rent $200. I live with my mom. Childcare, I budgeted $110, but it actually came in at $80. Shout out to my mom for helping me out on President's Day. That took it down $10. And no, that took it down $20. And then I actually had to pick him up from school the next day on the 18th. He just rode home with me because, you know, I had to go pull up on him because, you know, he wants to act up. So we're in a better place now. So So I ended up saving $30 this month. So my variance is 30. Verizon, I budgeted $112.50, but it actually came in at $104.70. So that is a variance, or I saved $7.80. So look at me go. And then everything else was right on the money. iPass, I didn't put anything on because I put the $10 on the last pay period. Okay, so that's it for the debt and expenses. So I'm gonna have to kind of lump these together. Let's see. Retirement. And then I have emergency and Elijah. Let's put those together. And then I have my automatic, and then the savings challenge that I'm doing. All right, so those are my savings categories, and I just made it to the last line. But if you're in a classic happy planner, you obviously have more lines on the page, so maybe you wouldn't run into this problem, you know. So okay, so let me bring it on down. Retirement, I'm gonna do 63. That came out. Emergency and Elijah, I budgeted $8.28 combined, and then for automatic and the savings challenge came out to $159. Now, if you remember up here, look at me how I'm like going cricket. If you remember up here, we had these variances, right, to play with. So I was $30 under for childcare and $7.80 under for Verizon. So that gives me $37.80 to play with anywhere else in my budget. It doesn't really matter. There's no real right or wrong way to place any overages that you have. You just have to kind of use common sense, be smart about what works for you. So for me, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it down into my savings. Now for you, maybe you want to pay, you know, $37 extra on your student loan. That's a thing. Last pay period, I paid $20 extra on my car note. So it just all depends on where you want to put it. I'm going to, in my head, I want to alternate between debt and savings. So since last pay period, I put that extra $20 on my car note, like I said, which is a debt. I'm gonna put this overage on into my savings. So it just kind of all depends, and that may totally change from anything else that I have set up because nothing is guaranteed here. So so for my auto and savings challenge, so I'm at $139 for the savings challenge, and then I have the $20 that goes into my account every pay period anyway, so that's where I got the $159. Now emergency, I was gonna do $5, but I'm gonna take that $30 and put it down here. So now I'm up to $35 there. Then I'm gonna take this $7.80 and put it into Elijah's account and make that $11.08. So let me get, where's my calculator? Oh, it's over here, hold on. And sorry if you can hear the furnace as well. If you're new here, I'm in the basement and it just kicked on. You know what? It was 55 degrees today in Chicago. There is a winter storm coming in tomorrow night, up to 14 inches of snow. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? I can't do nothing with that. It's a mess here. Okay, so let's see. I was at $8.28. Yeah, so I was at $8.28 for Elijah and emergency, and then I'm gonna add that $37. Can you see? Yeah, and 80 cents. So now that's gonna come out to, excuse me, $46.08. So if you can see what I did there, I'm adding the $37.80 plus the $8.28 is $46.08. So then this is a variance of a positive $37.08, which of course we all know, negative and a positive washes it out. So we have a 0 here and then a 0 variance here. 0, 0. I'm gonna go ahead and draw my lines. Debt and expenses were budgeted at $936.80, and then my savings $936.80, and then my savings was $230.28. It's $1167.08. So that's what we're gonna bring down here. $1167.08. Okay, so we're at $1167.08. I'm not gonna fill this part out just in case there's any unbudgeted or other expenses that come in. I don't think there will be, but I don't know. I'm gonna leave it blank for now. Budgeted income and expense sheets. Now we can move right along to, I'm just gonna save that other side for notes. Let's move on to the cash envelopes and sinking funds. I have this sheet here. I'm just gonna use the, I like to mix stuff up, you know? I don't like to be like too matchy-matchy. So this is fine with me. All right, cash envelopes. Let's do this. Now, I like to use cash envelopes. I don't know if I said this, but for all you new people, I am a zero-based budgeter, which means I like an assignment for all of my moolah. So if we're looking at it like this, we have, sorry, our income was $1961.07. My expenses are let's call it 07 because there's going to be a penny. $1167.07 here. We are left with $794. That $794 is going to be split between cash envelopes and sinking funds. So that's what we're doing right here. So again, you can totally write this out, draw you some lines on a paper. The stickers are just there to make it look extra cute, and if you want to support my shop, that's all it's for. Okay, so cash envelopes. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh, 10. I think I had like 13 last year. I think I calmed it down. I pared it down a little bit, but everyone's budget will look super, super different. Ask any OG from my channel. They'll tell you that I always tell y'all that don't be discouraged. If your budget doesn't look like mine, you might have 3 kids, a husband, mortgage, and cable bill. You might have an inheritance and you don't even have to work. And this was just in your suggested feed. And everything in between. You know what I mean? No two people's budgets are going to look the same, and that is totally fine. Just do what works for you. Groceries, spending, toiletries. Now, cash envelopes are for your day-to-day expenses. School lunch. Work lunch. So I would advise just mentally, or you can even write it down, go through your day. What might you do during your day? Elijah, he needs school uniforms. He needs a haircut. I might need, you know, some some shampoo, conditioner. We need to get something to eat. We may go to the store. He may see something that he likes. I need to cook something. I need some me time because I'm stressed out. We may need some toilet tissue, paper towels, lotion, that sort of thing. He takes a school lunch sometimes if he doesn't like what's on the menu. I need to eat at work if I forget my lunch within this grocery budget, and then I need to fill up my car for gas. Other than that, you know, the Target trips are in here with the spending and the groceries and the toiletries, and you know, going out, I have that as a fun envelope, but that's on the sinking fund side. So other than that, like, my whole day is encompassed in these cash envelopes. So just go ahead and do what you think works for you, and hopefully you won't write yours as helter-skelter as I did. Isn't that like a Charles Manson thing? Isn't that bad? Should I not have said that? I think the kids are saying wonky nowadays, right? So hopefully yours isn't as wonky as mine. So for clothing, I'm going to do 38, beauty 25, dining out 50, Elijah's allowance $10, groceries 120. And again, this is for the 2 weeks for my paycheck. I get paid twice a month on the 15th and the 30th. So this is what I'm allocating for this paycheck only. Toiletries 10, spending 40, school lunch 22, work lunch 30, and gas for the car 105. I don't have that far to go to work. If you've seen any of my vlogs, I kind of have like a 10-minute drive. Oh my god. I kind of have like a 10-minute drive, but it's just the winters here are just so rough. I sometimes have to start my car more than once before I leave, because you know, like the automatic start, it times out after 10 minutes. So sometimes I have to start it up again because that 10 minutes is no match for the shy. Okay. Maybe when you do this, maybe write down your categories or whatever, so you know where to stop. Put your sticker down, then write the totals, because now I'm all the way going this way and I ain't got no space over there, so my total's gonna have to be over here. And you know, I'm just here for the knowledge, not for the aesthetics. Jeez. So I'll add these up for you guys. 38 plus the 20 plus the 50 plus the 10 plus the 120. I can't believe this calculator is still holding on. It's amazing what technology can do. 105. 445. Oh, you know what? Beauty should have been 25, not 20. Okay. Whiteout is nearby. She is handy. All right. That should have been 25. So that when I bring it down, it is 450. That's the number I was looking for. $450. Cute. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and put the sinking funds on the back because I don't have time to be running out of lines. Okay. Sinking funds. Same set, different pattern. Okay, super light, but hopefully you can see. We have category, start, your starting balance if you used any, and your ending balance. That's the difference with the sinking funds. So for sinking funds, I have 11 categories. Now, sinking funds are anything in the future that you either know a specific date or specific amount that you are aiming for. These are my 11 sinking funds. Again, you may have more or less, or maybe my list helps you, you know, add some to yours. Let me know in the comments below, what sinking funds do you have that I don't have? I'm curious to know, because I want to make sure we're keeping up the community. You guys are awesome at talking to each other and helping each other out in the comments. So yeah, let's keep that going, and let me know, and everyone else know, what sinking funds do you have that you don't see here? Because maybe I need to add some, honey. So the sinking fund page is designed for you to keep up with your actual sinking funds on an accumulating basis. So the starting column is going to be last month's or last paycheck's ending balance, and then we're going to go from there, and it kind of just like snowballs one into the other. So for back to school, last ending balance was 90. So we're going to start with 90 here, and then we're adding another 30. I'm not going to fill out the ending balance because my ending balance is going to be determined by if I have any money going out of the sinking fund. So since we don't know what this is yet, because this pay period is not over, I'm going to leave that blank. So for birthdays, my starting was 75. This is birthdays and giving. And then I'm going to add another 25 to that. Card tags was also 75, and I add another 25. Summer camp was 210. Yeah, 210. I'm going to add another 70 to that. Now these starting balances are lower because at the beginning of 2020 I started fresh, so I went ahead and emptied out my sinking funds and started fresh for 2020. So I do have an account with all these so that the money is not, you know, sitting around. I do go ahead and put it into the bank after a certain amount of time. So for home, starting balance was 850, and this is just for like moving and all that, you know, furnishings, everything. Add $100 to that with this pay period. Health was 38, and that's just for like medication and, you know, stuff for the common cold. We're not sick that often, thank God. So I'm going to add another 13 with this paycheck. Fun was just 20. This is mainly just like to the movies or, you know, anything small like that. Passports, 75. Travel was also 75. And to both of those, we're going to add 25 this pay period. And then memberships was at 16 for this year, and I'm going to add another 5. And then rainy day was at 30, and I'm going to add my 16 to that I was looking for. So let's go ahead and bring down my totals. I forgot to put this down. I just said you should put down your total strip before you start writing your numbers. So let's add up all the sinking funds that we were adding to it this paycheck. Is 344. And then my starting balance was 1554, but that's just in case you want to know. That doesn't have anything to do with this pay period, but for this pay period I'm adding another 344. And again, like I said, the ending balance is just determined by if I have to take anything out for any reason, like if a birthday hits, or, you know, I need something, some maintenance for my car, anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and stick down the other washi strip since I'm not using this other side for anything right now. And yeah, that is it for all my numbers. So you know what, the summary, do y'all want a summary page? I do have monthly highlights. Let me see. Let's go ahead and use this for our summary down here. So let's start here. my income was $1961.07, and we're going to subtract all the expenses. So we have debt, expenses, savings, cash envelopes, everything. So let's write debt and expenses. So our debt and expenses came in at $899 plus $268.08 plus the $450 plus the $344, and there's going to be that penny, right? So it's $1961.07. It's going to go ahead and take that penny off. $1961.07. So then our net income is $0.00, and there you have it. That is your zero-based budget for, well, that's my zero-based budget for this paycheck. I'm just kind of trying to do something at the bottom there, but you guys know I like to give you visuals and all that stuff. So there you have it. That is my entire budget using real numbers for this pay period. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you out. So we went over my income, my expenses. I'm not going to show the actual cash stuffing, but I did go to the bank today and I got the $794 out. You guys let me know if you would still like to see that portion or not, because it's kind of like that's what I'm going to do. So I don't know if you need to sit there and like watch me put the money into the envelopes. I'm not sure. But yeah, just let me know. So I'm going to go ahead and tuck this back into my budget binder. Flip is still coming. I have not forgotten about you guys. Trust me. What happened here? Did I cut some off when I was cutting the bottom washi? I don't think so. I don't know what just happened. But yeah, there we are. Now we have our budget and we can go off of this for the entire pay period. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be back to do a February roundup. We are almost in March. January was the longest month, but then February just flies past. Happy Black History Month. You know, to all my blackity blacks. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to join me for my next video. Subscribe, push the bell notification, and let me know about your sinking funds because I'm nosy too. I want to see. Let me know. Thanks for watching guys. Bye.